G'day my fellow YouTubians. Bandit Nev on Samoki, the Suzuki Bandit, on this Thursday afternoon. Coolish, but not a cloud in the sky. So what do I have for you? Well, I'm not sure if I talked about it before, but I got like new front shockers, struts on my car, and to cut a long story short, I've got a feeling that the dudes that did the job for me didn't use the new top bearings, because the left hand side every time I turned the steering wheel, you could hear the creak 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 creak, that sort of thing. So I took it back and I showed them, and I said, I think it's coming from up here, up the top of the where the strut bolts onto the well, under the engine bay actually. And I was doing the wheel, yeah, it looks like the bearing up the top here. Now they did it for me straight away, which was good of them, but at the end of the day, I really don't think they use the new ones, people, because they did it yesterday, and it's fine, but I noticed today that I can hear something on the right hand side now. Now, could it be that the right hand side one wasn't as bad as the left hand side bearing? Now you've got to remember too that I not only had the shock absorbers, or the struts, or whatever you like to call them, I also had the kit for the top mount, which includes the bearings. Now, would you think that both the bearings would be no good? I'm not sure. I just got a funny feeling that they kept the bearings. They thought the other ones were good enough to use again, and they've kept them. Anyway, another thing that makes me feel like that could be the case is this particular place. I have no doubt that they wouldn't keep those type of bearings in stock. I doubt it very much whether they'd have any of them in stock. So I really believe, folks, that they didn't put new ones in, and that's very disappointing. We'll not go back there for sure. A friend of mine who knows the owner of the business, who put me onto him in the first place, he's going to have a chat with the owner, because can't at the moment because he's away on holiday. He's gone back to somewhere, I don't know where, but his name is Abdul. So he's from one of those eastern, well, whatever countries they are. That I'm not saying it's his fault. It could be his worker that he's got there that's done it. I don't know. Have no idea, but just very, 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 very disappointing that he come back with these noises from the steering wheel, or where they bolt in up the top underneath the engine bay. It's a little bit hard to explain, but they actually have like these, they're not metal or anything like that, they're actually a plastic sort of thing. But obviously the left hand side one, if they did use it again, was the worst one, because the right hand one doesn't make, it only makes about the 25% of the noise that the left hand one was making. It was very, very noticeable on the left, not so noticeable on the right, especially if you haven't got the radio on. You can notice it. So who knows, I'm not sure, but little bit on the disappointing side, but have to wait and see what goes on after, when he has a talk to the owner when he gets back from wherever he is. I think he's gone to the Middle East or something. So yeah, so like I said, I won't be going back there. And I think there was something else I wanted to have a chat about too, but I can't remember what it was because it's thrown me off a little bit. I can get another bearing, but it's going to cost me about $20 odd for one. So yeah, taking it off is the problem for me. But I think I could do it. I think I could do it because I have another idea on how to get the connecting rod out of its position. That's what I had last time that I wasn't sure what to do, because in the video it didn't tell me exactly what to do. But anyway, I just thought I'd let you know what's going on. And if I think of anything else, I'll put it in here. Oh yeah, I remember what I wanted to tell you all as well. Last Tuesday, I had to go and have a flexible cystoscopy, it's called, where they put a camera into your bladder through your old boy and have a look around to make sure my bladder cancer hasn't come back that I had. And the doctor was telling me that if you want to, you can consider not coming in every year, because it's been over 5 years since you've been clear. And he said you can, if it's peace of mind, well, keep it at once a year, but if you want to, you can extend it if you wish. And I said, well, what would you recommend? He said probably every 2 years. I said, yeah, I'm quite confident that it'll be fine even in 2 years, so I'll do it every 2 years. That's it. He said, yep, no worries. And I thought, well, you know, there's people that are probably needing this more than me at the moment. So if I cut it back to 2 years, that gives people that are new on it, well, my spot in the queue, so to speak. So yeah, so every 2 years now, folks. So I'm all clear, and every 2 years now. Also, I was talking to a chap that was sitting there waiting to go in as well, and he reckons his has come back 3 times, his bladder cancer, and every time he's been through all the BCGs and all that sort of thing. And I said, yeah, 3 times, heavens. Because I didn't think once you've had your course of BCG, I didn't think they let you have any more, but I might be wrong, I don't know. Maybe it's got something to do with people's age, I'm not sure. That's the BCG is the stuff, you have 10 doses, 9 or 10 doses of it, and first of all you have 6 doses, and then they have a look with a cystoscopy and see if everything's alright in there. Then you have a follow-on 3 or 4, I can't remember whether it was 3 or 4, I think it was 4. And he's had that 3 times, so yeah. They actually do it more than once, which surprised me a little bit, but that's the way it is. It's good that they're doing it, because otherwise, if they didn't, oh well, you wouldn't be here, would you? So yeah, I just thought I'd put that in for you folks. But until next time, this is Bandit Nev on the Samoki. That's Suzuki Bandit, bidding you all safe riding, and cheers for now.